Brianna Aldridge, joined by Clarence Hill from DLLS Cowboys, here on a Thursday as the Cowboys prepare to welcome in the Commanders. And I want to start with the injury report, Clarence, because this is probably the most positive it continues to be. Only one player didn't practice. You got CD, Turpin, Booker, all limited, so they're still out there. But CD sounds like he's going to play. We heard from him today.
Oh, there's no question CD's going to play, and the Cowboys are getting healthier. Now, are they at their healthiest? Call me when Overshawn is back to help that defense, okay? That's when, maybe we'll feel better about them on the injury front, and maybe Siobhan Rebel, get all the people you expected before the season to be at your best. But, yes, they're getting healthy. The guys that have missed the last few weeks, few games, Kevontae Turpin, CeeDee Lamb, Tyler Booker, they all practice. They should be good to go and ready to go. But everybody's excited about CD, right? And he actually said he could have gone last week, but they were being cautious and doing the right thing. He would have been limited last week, but he's healthy, ready to go. He will have no limitations on Sunday. There will be no pitch count. He's full go, and I don't know who's not excited to see what it's going to look like with CD and Pickens. Now, this is a fully engaged Pickens. Certainly they played together before CD got hurt, but Pickens wasn't doing the things he's doing now then. His role is expanded in the offense and CD is gone. And now you're not going to step him back, but you're going to continue to add to what he and CD can do. They can be on the same side. He can be in the slot. CD can be on the outside. CD can be in the slot. He can be on the outside. I mean, there's so much more you can do offensively with both of those guys. And if you're Dak Prescott, it's like picking your poison, right?
Pretty much. And if you look at this Commanders defense, they are struggling in that secondary currently. They have a lot of the same struggles actually that the Cowboys have defensively, ironically enough. But I also want to talk about what Schottenheimer said yesterday about his emphasis on the run game. He doesn't want to get away from the run game and get a little distracted of what we know they can do explosively. But they got to rush. Their longest rush can't be 6 yards again.
No. They had a bad game on the ground last week, and which is why you like Booker being back, because they missed Booker. T.J. Bass is doing a wonderful job, but you want all your guys back, all your guys healthy, your true starters back, and Booker is another part of that. And certainly they didn't have the right attitude last week against Carolina. Let's be honest. The Washington front is also not as big and massive as that Carolina front and the guys they have, but it's a good front. But, yeah, they have to be more physical, and I think they will be. They will be better against the run. Certainly this team, Washington, is more susceptible to the edge runs, but we want to run the ball.
Right.
But who don't want to throw the ball to CD and Pickens, and you got Turpin back. Let's not forget Turpin and what he brings to the offense. And let's be honest, they have to be perfect on offense. And they have to score every time. And it's crazy to think that that's realistic, but that has to be their mindset because we know what's going on defense. And, I asked Dak about that. Is it realistic to be perfect? He said, that's our mindset. We believe we can score every time, score touchdowns every time. And sadly, that's what they need, the way the defense is playing. They have to be perfect on offense. Last week they blinked. You scored 27 points, you think that's enough. But they did not score touchdowns in the fourth quarter. They only scored three points in the fourth quarter. They had two drives. One ended with a field goal in the red zone drive. One was 3 and out. They didn't see the ball again. So you have to maximize their opportunities. And with the way this offense is going, they've still been number one without CD. And now you got CD. They should be unstoppable, right?
It seems like the Cowboys need 37 points to win a game at this point, which is sad to see. And Dak Prescott saying all the right things he's supposed to say about defending his defense. But also, Matt Eberflus caught my attention today when he straight up said that there is no identity for this defense at this point. And then he tried to kind of go back and clean it up and said he felt like there was an identity at least up front. And that's just simply not enough. And nobody really has the answers. Going around the locker room, talking to some guys, we're working through things, we're communicating, but you're not seeing it go onto the film. The best game is still against the Jets, and they haven't won a football game yet.
They do have an identity.
What is it?
Inept. Historically inept. Bad. Can't stop a nosebleed. Okay? Can't stop the run, can't stop the pass. I mean, that's what they put out there. That's what the tape is showing. That's what the numbers have shown. Certainly last week, they couldn't stop the pass or the run. Right now, that's what their identity is. Now, they want to change that. They want to get a new identity. They want to get a competent identity, a competitive identity, those things that they're talking about. And so, yeah, what can you do? I mean, they're all grasping for straws. Everybody, they're searching for solutions and looking for answers and trying to say the right things and doing the coach speak and the players speak. And it takes all of us, and we're working and we're looking for solutions, and we're going to make changes. And how many times this season have we heard about them making changes? And certainly now they're supposed to play more man-to-man in the secondary. They're not going to make a complete overhaul. It's going to be some subtle changes, as Eberflus said. But, yeah, I mean, they have to be better. They have to do better. Defensively, they got to stop somebody. They got to stop a drive. They cannot let a team like last week run out the last 6-7 minutes of the game and not put up any resistance. You have to show some resistance on defense.
It's like they can't punt or things are going to be going downhill, but we shall see. I'm going to leave it with the question, my favorite question I like to ask you. How many points do the Cowboys need to put up against the Commanders? Dak Prescott going against Jaden Daniels for the first time, because we didn't get to see that last season. How many points has Dak got to put up and carry this team on his back?
The only games they've won, they put up 37. So let's go with 37. Let's not forget, today was Schottenheimer's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he
deserves a win.
He said his big birthday present was getting CD back. But today was his birthday, 52. 5-2. So they didn't win for Jerry's birthday.
They did not.
Maybe they can get a win for Schottenheimer's birthday.
Fingers crossed for Shotty to get his 52nd birthday present on Sunday with the win against a divisional opponent. That's it for Clarence Hill, for Brianna Aldridge.